What does this have to do with only reading the Quran?
It has to do with you can't even justify reading the Quran without going to outside sources to tell me who wrote the Quran, who compiled the Quran, when was the Quran written, and how do you know all these chapters were sent down by Allah?
Because the proof is true.
Where's the proof in the Quran that tells you 114 chapters?
Where's the proof in the Quran that there's 114 chapters? Like I said, I don't think there is a surah in there.
So how do you know it only has 114 chapters and not more? Yeah, well, I want to talk about why you're a pagan and you don't worship one God. You're a stone licker.
Why do you say that?
Because you lick the stone. Yeah, it is you. You're the same punk. But anyway, you lick the black stone, don't you?
No.
Your prophet did.
We're in the Hadith.
Black stone and touched it and wept on it, and the black stone was white, but it turned black from the sins of the children of Adam. And then it says the black stone will be given a tongue and eyes to intercede for those that touched it in sincerity. So why you guys stone lickers?
Where in the Quran does it tell you to lick a stone?
Oh wait, everything's in the Quran, so you don't follow the Sunnah?
Do I follow the Sunnah? No, I don't take it as authority. I don't take it as authority as the Quran.
Okay, well then I want to now turn it against you. You just follow the Quran, right?
Yeah, that's the authority of Islam.
Well, can you show me in the Quran when the Quran was sent down? What year?
The year? It doesn't say.
Can you show me from the Quran how many chapters make up the Quran and how many verses make up each chapter?
No, I can't. No.
Can you show me from Surah Al-Lahab, chapter 111, who Abu Lahab is, that Allah curses to hell, and his wife, just from the Quran?
Can you show me that? Because I don't even know what you mean.
Oh, you don't know. I thought, dude, are you here? Seriously, a Muslim here playing games with me?
No, I'm being serious.
Why are you laughing then?
I don't know, because it's funny.
All right, it's up to you. It's your religion, dude. If you want to laugh, laugh. All right, here you go. Let me show you. Right here. Okay, here it is, chapter 111. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab, perish he. His wealth avails him not, neither what he has earned. He shall roast at a flaming fire, and his wife to carry the firewood, upon her neck a rope of palm fiber. Who's Abu Lahab that Allah is so angry with that he curses and damns him to hell? And his wife.
Is he? Yeah, who is he? If he's being damned to hell, he will have to be a disbeliever, right?
So who is he? It's Abu Lahab. He's giving you his name. Tell me who he is. Why is he important enough that your God even mentions him by name in eternity?
Me personally, I don't know. Who is he?
Wait, then how do you go with only the Quran? When I went to the Hadiths, you wanted to reject the Hadiths.
What does this have to do with only reading the Quran?
It has to do with you can't even justify reading the Quran without going to outside sources to tell me who wrote the Quran, who compiled the Quran, when was the Quran written, and how do you know all these chapters were sent down by Allah?
Because the proof is true.
Where's the proof in the Quran that tells you 114 chapters?
Where's the proof in the Quran that there's 114 chapters? Like I said, I don't think there is a surah in there.
So how do you know it only has 114 chapters and not more?
How do I know that it's only 114 chapters?
Do I have to repeat it 5 more times, dude? You want me to get you out of here because you're wasting my time? Yeah. How do you know that the 114 chapters that you read are those surahs that Allah sent down, no more, no less? Where does the Quran say that?
I don't say that anywhere.
So how do you know then it's only 114 chapters just by following the Quran?
I don't have an answer to that.
Okay, so then you can't be Quran only. Don't you get it?
How? No, I don't. I don't get it. I really don't.
Okay, how many times a day you pray?
They say 5.
What?
It's 5.
Do you pray 5 times a day?
Yes.
And where does the Quran say pray 5 times a day?
Nowhere specifically.
So why do you pray 5 times a day?
Well, I was, taught to do.
But wait, you only find that outside of the Quran from the Sunnah, which you just questioned, not from the Quran.
How
many rakats do you perform when you pray Fajr?
You said how many rakats?
Yeah, when you pray Fajr.
It's 2.
How do you know? Where does the Quran say that?
It doesn't say that anywhere.
So where did you get it? It's 2.
You would have to say the Hadiths, right?
You'd have to say the Hadith. You're the one doing it, man. Or when are you going to do Taraweeh in Ramadan? Where does the Quran say that?
When to do Ramadan?
You're doing Ramadan right now. You're fasting, right?
Correct.
Okay, now, where does the Quran tell you how to go about doing the procedures for fast, the way you do it in the mosque or the way you're doing it now? For example, when they do Taraweeh prayers at night, where does the Quran say that?
Doesn't say that anywhere.
So why are you guys doing it?
The Prophet did it, so that's what they follow.
How do you know the Prophet did it? The Quran doesn't say he did it.
Right, it would have to be the Hadith, correct?
Oh, so the same Hadith that says your Prophet kissed the black stone?
What Hadith is that?
I'll show it to you. But
thank you.
Another thing, when you woke up to do Fajr prayer, did you snort water in and out your nose? How many times?
3.
Why?
It's in the Sunnah.
No, because the Prophet said Satan stays in your nose. You got to flush him out. So did you flush out Satan out of your nose this morning? Why are you laughing? That's your Prophet, dude.
Because it's just funny how you say these things like it's literal.
But where did your Prophet say it's not literal? Because I'm going to show you that the Muslim translator says you must believe it. All right, here. Sahih Bukhari, volume 4, Hadith 516. The Prophet said, if any one of you rouses from sleep and performs ablution, he should wash his nose by putting water in it and then blowing it out thrice, because Satan has stayed in the upper part of his nose all night. So did you flush out Satan this morning?
Yes.
And you believe this?
It's figurative. Yes, I do.
No, he doesn't say figurative. Stop lying. Don't add to his words. Because it's figurative. Then why do you need literal water to flush out Satan figuratively?
It's a symbol of purity.
It doesn't say symbol, because your Prophet, either he's dumb or he means what he says, because I don't need to snort water in and out of my nose for purity by mentioning Satan. I can just say snort water in and out of your nose to cleanse your nose.
Well, that was the type of language that they had, though.
No, you didn't need to mention Satan, because they had the language to say, hey, your nose is unclean, clean it with water. Stop while you're ahead. Stop adding to the words of your Prophet.
Who, me? I'm not adding no words.
Yes, you heard, because your Prophet said Satan's in your nose. You're saying, no, it's figure. Okay.
All right, so can we talk about the Quran now?
Yeah, I just said, you're pagans. You kiss the black stone. You don't worship Allah alone, because you also do what the pagans do. You kiss a black stone.
We don't worship a black stone. Worship Allah.
Why then the pagans said that the reasons why they would serve their gods is because their gods, they hoped, would bring them closer to Allah here. And that's exactly what your Prophet said. When you kiss the black stone and touch it and weep on it, it will actually bring you closer to Allah. The same thing the pagans did with their stones, rocks, and statues. Here. So then this is a pagan practice that you guys do. Here, let me show it to you. Here. 41:3. What the hell did I say? Yeah, here. 39:3. Belongs not sincere religion to God, and those who take protectors apart from him, we only serve them that they may bring us nigh and nearness to God. So we only serve them because we want them to bring us closer to God. Surely God shall judge between them, touching that whereon they are at variance. Surely guides not him who's a liar, unthankful. Now let's see what your Prophet said about kissing the black stone, touching it, weeping on it, and what it will do for you on the day of judgment. You ready?
After this, can we go to the Quran?
Buddy, we went to the Quran. You couldn't defend the Quran from the Quran.
What surah did you pull up in the Quran?
What?
What surah did you pull up in the Quran?
What story? All the verses I showed you from Quran, you had no answer for. Surah Al-Abu Lahab, or the verses on here. You want me to give you more?
Sure, yeah.
All right. So you're scared of the black stone?
No, I just don't see what it has to do with the
It has to do that you're a pagan, dude. No, okay. So you want to just go with the Quran? Answer this for me.
Okay.
Glorified be he who carried his servant by night from the inviolable place of worship to the far distant place of worship, the neighborhood whereof we have blessed. Now, let me show you here also translate Arabic. Now let's do this. Okay, now, who is his servant that he took by night?
The Prophet.
Where does it say the Prophet?
The Prophet is a servant of Allah.
The Quran says Allah has many servants. How do you know this is Muhammad?
The Quran was revealed to Muhammad.
How do you know this is revealed to Muhammad?
Because this was recited from his mouth. Everything from
How
the
do you
Quran
know
was
it's recited from his mouth? Where does the Quran say chapter 17 was sent down to Muhammad, says it by name, and that he recited it?
Where does it say that?
Yeah. You just made the claim.
Does the Quran say that it was recited to Muhammad? This whole thing, the whole...
No, it doesn't tell us what the whole thing is. And the name Muhammad only appears 4 times. So I'm going to ask you again. Where does it say the Hadith? Or I'm sorry, the Quran says chapter 17 was sent down to Muhammad. Where does it even mention him by name?
In a couple places, not in this surah though.
I didn't ask about those other surahs because you keep assuming that when it mentions the name of Muhammad in those other surahs, that means all of it was revealed to Muhammad. No, stop assuming that. Prove that chapter 17 was given to Muhammad and that he recited it fully.
Who was this revealed to then?
I'm asking you. That's your problem, not me. I don't believe
my
in
answer. I gave you my answer, even if it's not
Prove
that.
it.
Who? Okay.
Prove it from the Quran. Don't go outside the Quran.
Don't go outside the Quran. Okay.
And while you're at it, where's the inviolable place of worship? It's actually called Masjid al-Haram. Where's Masjid al-Haram?
Where is it?
Yeah. Because it says he took him from Masjid al-Haram.
I don't know. Enlighten me.
I'm not. I want you to answer because you said you wanted to go to the Quran alone. And then it says he took him to Al-Masjid al-Aqsa. Where's Al-Masjid al-Aqsa?
Exactly in the world, I don't know.
So then how are you going to just go by the Quran and stick with the Quran to defend your religion when you can't even answer these questions? And when I run to this Hadith, no, let's go back to the Quran. And I keep showing you the Quran is your nightmare. You can't defend anything from the Quran.
No, it's just that these don't have nothing to do with the teachings of the Quran.
What does have nothing to do? This talking about taking your servant to 2 mosques is not Quran? How does it have nothing to do with the Quran?
I said it has nothing to do with the teachings. Like, what does this have to do with the teachings?
Because is the Quran teaching that he took his servant by night?
Okay.
Okay, so it has to do with the teachings of the Quran. Hello?
I'm really confused about what this has to do with. So enlighten me, because you like, what are you putting down right now?
What I'm showing you is your Quran is a joke. You can't make heads or tails out of it, and you still don't get it. So you're wasting my time. So I'm going to give you another example.
Thank you.
Here's the teachings of the Quran, because teachings of the Quran. So guys, notice, I quote a teaching of the Quran, and he goes, what does this have to do with the teaching of the Quran? You see, this is what happens when you follow Muhammad and kiss a black stone. All right, 33:37. You know, you're laughing at yourself here. Behold, thou didst say to one who had received the grace of God and thy favor, retain thou in wedlock thy wife and fear God. But thou didst hide in thy heart that which God was about to make manifest. Thou didst fear the people, but it is more fitting that thou shouldst fear Allah, fear God. Then when Zaid had dissolved his marriage with her, who's Zaid?
Somebody.
Who's his wife that he wanted to divorce?
What's her name?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
So, buddy, why don't you go back, study the Islam, come back. You're not ready for this.